Hello all. This video is to show you how I'm going to finish these shelves that I built. This is one, there's two of them, and they go in my laundry closet. Needed some desperate shelving so I don't have stuff sit on top of the laundry machines. What I did was just have this little container, and I'm using a really awesome product from an awesome company called Dixie Belle chalk mineral paint, drop cloth color. And what I did was I diluted it with some water. I really don't wind up using a whole lot of it. I got the smallest container possible since I'm not putting pure paint on. And all I do is just get a rag and just kind of wipe it on, and it's only been on for about 10 minutes and, no residue. And the nice part is it leaves a nice backdrop, like a primer when you're dealing with bare wood. The product that I'm going to use to finish it off is Dixie Belle Best Dang Wax Grunge Gray. This stuff is great. It's the first time I've ever used a wax before. I used this on a large dinner table that we have in our sunroom, and I have quite a bit left. A little actually goes a long way. And next part of the video, I'm going to show you how you put this stuff on, which is very, very easy. And these are these nice little pads. One for putting it on, one for taking it off. Be back soon. All right. This is the second part of it. I need to actually have both hands available, but unfortunately one has to hold the phone right now until I get my shit together. So what I do is have this little application pad, and I just kind of dip it in the wax and just spread it on. And, it's not going to stay like that. You're just putting it on a nice coat. And more. There you go. Just till it kind of covers it up. It's just kind of a wipe on kind of thing. And you see it really creates a really cool, rustic, weathered, kind of almost like a restored wood kind of look. So that's the dirty one. We'll take a clean one and just wipe it off gently. There you go. Wipe it off. I mean, really, it's not a whole lot of work. Product does all the work. You just gotta just do some very, very basic procedures. That quick, I finished this top. I'm going to do the underneath also, because you can see the underneath, since this is the board that's higher up, and the bottom is exposed. Of course it is. So I think that's pretty good. So just go look. You don't quite get the color right here, but trust me, it's really, really nice. It's a little more darker up front. I'm probably going to give that a little bit of another second wipe down, but I'm really happy with the top. So the one thing about this stuff is it does take, I believe, up to like a month to fully cure. Now this is just for storage, for laundry room shelving stuff. So it's not like something you're eating off of. But after a while, it does finally set in, and it really is a nice protectant compared to other things that people use to protect wood and furniture and such. But I'm a big fan of this stuff, Dixie Belle. Just real big fan. Look at that. And as it dries, it starts to turn into a matte color. Look at that. Look at that patina. Super nice. This looks like an old piece of wood all of a sudden. This is just cheap old white wood from Lowe's. Cheapest boards I can find at Lowe's that are good enough, strong enough for shelves. All right. Okay, next I'm just going to take some of the wax, and these are the brackets that are screwed around the sides and backs of the studs that hold the shelves up. And they're going to really stick out if I don't stain them or wax them also. So just kind of doing this You can see these cheap little stickers, that wood grain stickers that are going to stick out, that aren't really taking the wax very well, but we'll see what happens after a few coats. And just going along the side and wipe on, wipe off, just like Mr. Miyagi said. And that's it. And just to show you what the wipe off looks like, look at that. Very nice. You don't have to figure out what to do with those stickers to cover the screw holes. They really don't take the wax very well. I might have to put it on thicker and just let it dry. But there's that step. Okay, we are well under getting the bottom side done. So I'm using the same little pad to put it on. This is the really dirty one, the put on pad. Let's get a little bit more. Not incredibly generous with this, but enough to coat it. And it just kind of works with the grains, natural grains of the wood, which is pretty cool. I mean, the product does all the work. I'm just the big dummy putting it on. Don't take a whole lot. That's why I like this stuff. Don't take a whole lot of expertise to put this on. Look at that. Just wipe it on. A little bit more over here. Okay. And those edges right there. Okay, and that should do it for the wipe down. Now I'm going to take what used to be the clean one, but it's still not as doused as the other one. This will be the wipe off one. So this will take just the excess off. Oops. I got this sitting on some stilts of sorts, and it's about to fall off, but it's all right. Hopefully it'll last. There it goes. Look at that. Sometimes like this, you have to really work it in there real good, just to coat it and then wipe off. And there you go. Now you get the coverage of that little grain of the wood there. Okay, and now this side. Just a nice wipe, and this really evens it out. Gets rid of a lot of the streaks and blends it in real nice into what becomes a matte finish. And it actually is a really nice protectant, even though this is just shelves. Okay, and I gotta get the edge too, this bottom edge, this side edge. It went on a little bit thicker here. Okay. Just grip that. Okay. And that should do it. So that's the bottom side. There you go. Check that out. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, here goes the reveal of the one shelf in. And I purposely did not finish the other shelf so you can see the difference. The other shelf's holding a bunch of laundry, cleaning related stuff. And check this out. So if you go look up here, there goes the finished product. And I actually did underneath too. Underneath looks pretty good. But yeah, look at that. The product is just about settled in, the wax product. I like it. Looks pretty good. You see the natural grain coming through. And again, this is not expensive wood at all. Pretty cheap wood, cheap as you can get these days. All right, I'm gonna finish up the other one and I'll show you after they're both done. All right, and here is the finished product. You are both shelves up. I think they look nice. Finished. I'm not gonna put stuff back up on there right away. I'm gonna let it set in overnight. See up here, looks pretty good up there. I scuffed off the walls pretty damn good, so I'm gonna have to repaint here or something else. Wallpaper, I don't know. Wax got everywhere. It's all over my hands, so I pretty much banged up the walls pretty good, but it's all right. That's an easy fix. But yeah, here you are. The Dixie Paint Company came through again. Absolutely love the wax finish. Very, very easy to finish something and give it a nice old school restored look, even on a brand new piece of wood. Hope you like it, and I'm going to leave links for the products that I used in the description of this video. Take care.